Let's be real for a second. Few things sting as deeply as realizing the woman you've poured your energy, time, and heart into doesn't actually value you. You text first. You plan the dates. You listen to her problems, support her goals, bend over backwards to keep her happy. And in return, she's distant, distracted, or worse, completely indifferent. You don't just feel hurt, you feel invisible. And here's the thing, this isn't an accident. When a woman doesn't value you, it's not because she forgot to treat you well. It's because she doesn't see you as a man she needs to respect. And no amount of chasing, pleasing, or proving is going to change that. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's also the most liberating truth you'll ever hear. Because once you accept that, you stop wasting energy trying to convince someone of your worth. And instead, you start reclaiming the one thing you've been giving away freely, your self-respect. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. If it's that simple, why can't I just walk away? The answer is that it's not about logic. It's about psychology. There are 3 big reasons men get stuck in toxic, one-sided relationships. 1. Emotional investment. The more you give, the harder it feels to let go. If you've spent months or years chasing her validation, walking away doesn't just feel like losing her. It feels like admitting you wasted all that time. That's why men keep trying harder, hoping their investment will finally pay off. 2. Fear of being alone. A lot of guys confuse emotional dependence with love. You think you can't let her go because she's the one. But really, what you're afraid of is the silence, the empty bed, the thought of starting over. Loneliness drives men to hold on to women who don't deserve them. 3. Addiction to emotional highs and lows. This is the one no one talks about. When she gives you tiny bits of attention, maybe a text here, a smile there, it creates a cycle of hope and pain. Your brain releases dopamine when she shows interest, then crashes when she pulls away. That chemical roller coaster is addictive, and breaking free feels like detox. So if you've ever wondered why you keep chasing a woman who clearly doesn't value you, understand. It's not weakness, it's biology. But biology isn't destiny. You can break the cycle. Here's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism teaches one of the most powerful lessons you'll ever hear. You can't control what other people do, only how you respond. You can't force her to value you. You can't beg your way into her respect. What you can control is whether you continue to give your energy to someone who's shown you she doesn't deserve it. This shift is huge, because instead of asking, "How do I make her love me?" you start asking, "Why am I tolerating disrespect in the first place?" That's the turning point. That's when you stop acting like a beggar and start acting like a man. And here's the Stoic truth. If a woman doesn't value you, the most powerful move you can make is to detach completely. A lot of guys think walking away is giving up. They imagine Stoicism means bottling up feelings and pretending nothing hurts. But that's not what this is about. Detachment is not weakness, it's strength. It takes more discipline to walk away from disrespect than it does to stay and beg for scraps. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care more about your self-respect than her temporary approval. And ironically, that's the exact kind of strength women respect. Let's talk about the mistake almost every man makes when he feels undervalued. Trying harder. You double text. You over-explain. You buy gifts. You rearrange your life to fit her schedule. You basically broadcast, "Please see my worth." But here's the harsh truth. Every time you do that, you're showing her you don't see your own worth. And if you don't value yourself, why would she? Desperation is repulsive. The harder you try to win her over, the less attractive you become. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Stoicism flips that dynamic. Instead of chasing her, you turn inward. You focus on discipline, purpose, and self-control. You become grounded, calm, and unshaken. And whether she notices or not doesn't matter, because you're no longer living for her validation. Step 1. Cut off the supply. So how do you actually detach? Step 1 is brutal but necessary. Cut off the emotional supply. That means no texting, no calling, no just checking in. Stop looking at her social media. Stop asking mutual friends about her. Stop feeding the addiction. Think of it like breaking free from a drug. Every hit of her attention resets your withdrawal process. If you want to heal, you need to go cold turkey. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. Your brain will scream for contact. You'll feel urges to reach out just to feel something. But every time you resist, you get stronger. Step 2. Fill the void. Now, cutting her off leaves a vacuum. And if you don't fill that space with purpose, your mind will drag you back to her. This is where most men fail. They cut off contact, but don't replace it with anything meaningful. Then loneliness hits, and they relapse. So here's what you do. Channel that energy into building yourself. Hit the gym. Learn a skill. Start a side hustle. Read books that sharpen your mind. Spend time with people who lift you up instead of drain you. Every hour you invest in yourself is an hour you're not wasting thinking about her. And more importantly, you're rebuilding your identity, not as her option, but as a man of value in his own right. Step 3. Control your thoughts. Even after you cut her off and start improving yourself, she'll still pop into your mind. Memories, fantasies, what-if scenarios. This is where Stoicism really shines. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When thoughts of her appear, don't fight them, observe them. Remind yourself, she is not my future. She is a test I already passed by walking away." Over time, those thoughts lose their power. What once felt like an obsession becomes just another memory. Step 4. Resist the re-engagement trap. Here's the twist. Once you start detaching, don't be surprised if she tries to come back. It might be a random text, a late-night call, a like on your social media post. These little breadcrumbs are not love. They're her way of checking if she still has control over you. If you bite, you're back in the cage. The Stoic response is simple: silence. No anger, no drama, no long speeches. Just indifference. Nothing communicates strength louder than refusing to play the game. This entire process isn't just about walking away from one woman. It's about rebuilding yourself into the kind of man who never tolerates disrespect again. That means raising your standards, surrounding yourself with high-value company, choosing women who actually add to your life instead of draining it. And here's the beautiful paradox. Once you truly detach, once you build a life so fulfilling that no single woman defines your happiness, that's when the right women are drawn to you. Not because you begged for it, but because you radiate confidence, independence, and self-respect. The bigger picture. Let's zoom out. When you chase a woman who doesn't value you, what you're really doing is outsourcing your self-worth. You're saying, "Tell me I'm enough." And when she refuses, you collapse. But when you practice Stoic detachment, you reclaim that power. You no longer ask for permission to be valuable. You live like you already are. That's the core of Stoicism. Not running from pain, but facing it. Not seeking control over others, but mastering yourself. And when you live that way, something shifts. The woman who once consumed your thoughts becomes irrelevant. You stop playing the role of the invisible man, and instead, you step fully into the role of a man with presence, discipline, and unshakable self-respect. Walking away from a woman who doesn't value you is not the end of your story. It's the beginning. Think about it. Every hour you've spent trying to convince someone to see your worth could be invested into becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to beg for respect. The gym, your career, your friendships, your purpose. These things don't just fill the void she left behind. They remind you of who you were before you ever met her. And here's the twist. The real goal isn't to get over her. The real goal is to build a life so rich, so full of meaning, that her absence doesn't even register. That's when you're free. The Stoic way isn't about running from pain. It's about transforming it. Pain is the forge where stronger men are built. When you let go of a woman who never saw your value, you're not losing, you're evolving. What feels like rejection today becomes your greatest advantage tomorrow. Because while other men waste years chasing validation, you've learned the ultimate truth. A man's worth isn't decided by whether a woman approves of him. It's decided by how he carries himself when no one is watching. The moment you embrace this, you rise above the noise. You stop reacting to every test, every breadcrumb, every wave of attention and withdrawal. Instead, you stand firm, calm, unshaken. That's what Stoicism is about. Not being a robot without feelings, but being a man who chooses which feelings deserve his energy. And when you live this way, women notice. People notice. You become rare in a world full of desperate, approval-seeking men. Here's the paradox. The man who doesn't chase ends up being chased. The man who refuses disrespect ends up commanding respect. The man who detaches from the wrong woman ends up attracting the right one. But that's only possible if you have the courage to stop feeding the cycle. If you can cut the cord, fill your life with purpose, and protect your mind from slipping back into old patterns. Because the truth is, once you detach fully, you don't just walk away from her. You walk away from the weak version of yourself that tolerated less than he deserved. So here's the challenge I'll leave you with. If you're dealing with a woman who doesn't value you, don't ask, "How can I make her see my worth?" Instead, ask, "How can I see my own worth so clearly that her opinion no longer matters?" That's the Stoic path. That's how you reclaim your strength. And that's how you build a life where you never have to beg for love again. If this message hit home for you, don't just nod and move on. Apply it. Walk away from disrespect. Build yourself. Live with purpose. And if you want more guidance on how to think, live, and respond with Stoic strength every single day, make sure you subscribe to Stoic 24 right now. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next lesson. Every video here is designed to sharpen your mind, strengthen your discipline, and remind you of the man you're becoming. Because let's be clear, this isn't just about women. It's about life. And the man who masters himself cannot be broken by rejection, disrespect, or loss. So join me here at Stoic 24. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and let's keep walking this path together. Remember, detachment isn't losing her. It's finding yourself.